About 50% of my business is working with sellers. And today I wanted to cover some of the frequently asked questions that I get from sellers all the time. The first question, and probably the most common question that I get, is it a good time to sell? The answer to this question really depends on specific market conditions and where you're located. Generally speaking, in the Triangle, it's been a seller's market for some time. And so that obviously makes it more appealing to put your home on the market during a seller's market. You're more likely to sell, you're more likely to have more traffic in your home. And when I say a seller's market, that doesn't necessarily always mean that there's multiple offers. It just means inventory is low and there's more demand than there is homes available for sale. If your home is priced right, it will sell quickly in a market like that where inventory is low and there is demand. In a competitive market, you, the seller, has the upper hand. This can be advantageous when it comes to negotiating the purchase price, maybe the closing date. You can get the closing date that you want as opposed to giving the buyer what they want. It can also come in handy when it comes to when you get through the inspection process and maybe the buyer is wanting to ask for repairs. The next most common question I get is, how much is my house worth, or how much is my house going to sell for? This depends on a lot of different things. As an agent, I do a full analysis of the real estate comps in the area. I look at homes of similar age, similar size, similar floor plans. I sell a lot in 55 plus, so if I'm looking at a one-story home or I'm helping a seller with a one-story home, I'm not necessarily going to compare that home to another home in the community that may have a second floor. We also look at features, location, look at what are the market conditions. What is supply and demand like? A large number of homes that are similar to yours that are on the market can mean you're going to have more competition. If there aren't many homes like yours on the market, you're going to have less competition, more likely to appeal to buyers, more likely to sell faster. There's a lot of factors that go into determining what that list price is going to be. Another common question is, what are things that I need to do to get my home ready for sale? This is a great question, and it can involve everything from taking care of repairs to staging your home. Ultimately, you want to have your home in the best possible condition. You want to do a lot of things to get it ready for sale so that you're going to appeal to buyers that are in the market today. First impressions definitely matter. I go through homes with sellers all the time, and we always come up with a list. And a lot of times it's the same list. It's paring down the furniture, packing up and storing personal photos, memorabilia, knickknacks, things like that, doing a deep cleaning, neutralizing the decor, making sure you take care of odors. There's a lot of steps involved in getting your home ready for sale, but they can definitely pay off if you do all of those items. One of the other things that I offer to sellers that I work with is a 2-hour staging consultation with a stager who I work with. And she will go room by room with folks and help them determine what they need to do to get their home ready for photos and for showings. One of the most common questions I get is, how long will it take my home to sell? So one of the things that I look at right off the bat is I'll look in the community and I look at anything that's under contract and see how long it took to sell. And then I also look at the most recent closed sales and see how long did those take to sell. So that's going to give us a general idea of what goes on within the neighborhood, how long are homes sitting on the market before they go under contract. The other thing is going to depend on, is it priced right? What's going on in the local marketplace? Another thing could be attributes of the home. Maybe there's something that's unique about your home and different versus other homes that are on the market, that can make your home more appealing to buyers, which can ultimately help you sell quicker. Local market conditions in the greater market area also can affect how quickly your home sells. Ultimately, it could be anywhere from selling very, very quickly to a few days, up to 3 or sometimes 6 months before your home can sell. Obviously, your real estate agent or I am with you throughout this entire process, and we're constantly looking at ways that we can improve our marketing. Maybe we need to do a price reduction. Maybe we've gotten feedback from a showing and we can do something in the home that's going to improve showings for future buyers. There's a lot of different things that we can do to try to shorten that time frame and get you to your next destination in a timely manner. If you want more information like this, check out my YouTube channel, Welcome to Raleigh.